What is up, people? Megasonic here with another Dragon Ball Super episode review. Now, for those who are wondering, do I do these every week? Yes, I do. I do these every week. So if you would like to hit that notification bell and subscribe and like, I would love to continue doing these. Yeah, I enjoy this. I enjoy Dragon Ball, so hey, who doesn't? Anyway, let's get on to the review, because this episode was actually pretty good. So this episode, Dragon Ball Super, is pretty good in terms of just like fights. It picks up really left over by like the last episode with the Kale and Khalifa team up, and I enjoyed it a lot because Goku was like I like the fact I like these new generation of Saiyans that are being taught by Goku and Vegeta. Yeah, like you have Kaba with Vegeta, him teaching, tutoring him, and got Goku kind of like mentoring both Khalifa and Kill at the same time. And I enjoy that aspect, which means these characters will be in later arcs, because thank God we need more Saiyan characters, or just more characters in general than the usual one-off characters that might not be around future Trunks. Anyway, let's talk about three pinnacle moments of the episode. The first one has to go to the Khalifa and Kale like tag team match. I love the moves they were doing, such as like Kale grabbing Khalifa and just flinging her. She kicked Goku, or Goku blocks the kick and then she just jumps in and catches him with an uppercut. The teamwork was really well done, and I was enjoying it a lot. And also with Kale pushing forward and like fully mastering the Berserker Super Saiyan, I actually like that, because even Krillin notes that her power has increased. So it means more trouble for Goku. Seeing Kale kind of master this form didn't really do too much for seeing her do it the first time, but at least this time we know she has kind of have gotten have it under good control. Like she probably has mastered it, mastered Super Saiyan Berserker. That's what we're gonna call it now. The next pinnacle moment is Goku switching over from Super Saiyan 2 to Super Saiyan God. Now, I like this part a lot because Super Saiyan God does not get as much screen time as it did as Super, like as it needs to be in Super, because it's one of the forms that Goku kind of just ignored until now, and I feel like thank God for the manga bringing it back, making it seem like it's relevant, because Goku tends to not even bother using this, and I feel like Toei Animation just doesn't really necessarily care too much about this form. And seeing that Taro, I think it's named Taro, who brought it back in the manga with the hit fight, the fight against Zamatsu, it pretty much pushed Toei Animation, see if fans' reaction, see if fans say like, hey, I like that a little bit better, bringing this form back. It is a cool looking form, just Goku with like red hair dye. It's still a cool form, and also the animation in this episode was much more like dynamic and cleaner. Like obviously they were hyping this fight up. Anyway, Goku is just like easily, like he had difficulties in Super Saiyan 2, but now he's just playing with these girls. Like he jumps in front of a blast. Like let's talk about this one instant where like Khalifa sweeps his leg and Kel hits him with like a crazy key blast on the back, and she's like, "Yeah, go ahead, Kel." Kel's like, "Yeah, I got him," and he goes, "Nah," and he kind of like just does what Cooler did to him back in the movies, where he kind of ran through it and like kicked the dog piss out of Kel, which I enjoy. And getting into more of like the other instance where he was like they try to hit him with like a smash him with a key blast, and Goku uses two sort of key balls who easily diffuse their attack easily with no pushback or nothing, and literally starts like controlling them by his hand, like making Kale hold it in place, and then making Khalifa like hop around. And Khalifa almost got kicked out of the match for it, and if it wasn't for Kale. And just overall fight I enjoy for the characters. Now, the pinnacle moment 3 is the fusion, which I have to get into much more, because it's kind of like this gray area. What I believe, and I know I'm not the only Dragon Ball Super YouTuber who reviews episodes, has kind of started kind of like seeing. I feel like throughout this arc, Toei Animation has slowly started like getting rid of these certain rules, such as Like I distinctly remember from previous episodes that you were allowed to fly, but once you fell out, it was an automatic drop. Like you couldn't fly after that unless you had wings. And then when they got to the tournament, it was like you can't fly at all, which was a weird change. Now they're like you can't bring no outside weapons, but I've already seen like 2 or 3 people with weapons. Like what? Like who was it? Like the guy with the guns who Tien fought. That counts as a weapon. I can see why they might not be because of the fact that they're attached to his arms. But either way, those are still weapons. Like you not see how this could be an issue. And this brings to my point: can they? Because yeah, they kind of came in with these weapons or these items, and I kind of remember them saying you can't bring in other items. So if that's the case, why can't someone on Universe 7 like hold the sensu bean pouch? If you get my drift, like if Kale and Khalifa can sit with like Pataro earrings in their back pocket, then why can't Universe 7 sit with like you get what I'm saying? Like sit with sensu beans in their back pocket just in case. Like none of like that. Like Goku getting back to his full strength would have been much easier with a sensu bean than Frieza give him energy. Hell, he probably would have been at full strength and probably will be handling these girls much better. But anyway, the transformation, Goku like takes them out. You know, he's like it's over. Then a green flash happens and these girls blitz onto the scene, and they're like super duper fast. And we all know that Pataro earrings makes you extremely powerful. Her design is very interesting. It's a nice mix of the Kale's like dress design with sort of like switching it for tights instead of just having it as a dress. And for one part, Kifla is actually very fast. She starts blitzing Super Saiyan God Goku with ease, and to which she starts like the episode literally ends on like a black and white shot of her just right hooking the shit out of Goku. And I was like, this is going to be interesting. Now, the question is, how strong is he? Like, she's obviously strong against Super Saiyan God, but let's see with Blue. Because I don't know the difference between Blue and Super Saiyan God in terms of strength. Like, they never clarified. It's like Super Saiyan 1 and 2, yeah, we get it. A double boost. 3 is sort of, I believe, a 4-time boost. And then, but we don't know we don't know what the difference between God and 3 in terms of like boost of energy. Some people believe it's similar to Super Saiyan 4, since God is technically the 4th transformation, and that's a 10 times boost, which I can kind of see, but the boost seems too big in size to like make it only 10. I don't know, probably 15 at best. I don't know how strong God is. God could be like a 10-time boost from God. From Blue could be a 10-time boost from God. Like, we don't know this. This needs to be clarified for us. But anyway, Dragon Ball Super Episode 114. Ooh, there's a lot of episodes we have now. Has really, like, it's going to continue on with this fight. And I feel like this fight was, it was hyped up since Kale and Khalifa's first interactions with Goku. That these girls were going to team up and, take Goku down eventually. But I don't know. I don't want this fight to kind of go on for too long. I kind of want like the what's his name? Kefla. I don't know how to pronounce. I gotta read the pronunciation again. But Kefla, whatever. I don't know. I want to see how that fight probably might last until 1/116. That's what I'm gonna say. 1/116 at best, because I don't want this to last like 120 or like 121. But then again, that's how Dragon Ball Z runs, not Dragon Ball Super. Anyway, I'm done. Not my favorite episode. I enjoyed it, but not my favorite. I'll see you guys later. Megasonic out. Remember to like and subscribe and share that video with everyone else. I'll see you guys later.